How y'all guys doing? Welcome back, everybody. I'm Michelle myself, and welcome. This is a 21 plus reading, raw, uncut, unfiltered, unbiased reader. I don't know what the messages will be before the messages come out, so please take only what resonates with you and leave the rest. Suggestions, questions, and comments can be left in the comment section below. This is a general plus a collective reading. It won't resonate with every single one of you. And if it does not resonate, please check out some of the other videos in the playlist along with. Before you go, make sure you subscribe, like, share, and hit the bell notification along with the thumbs up. Hey, 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 hey. How y'all guys doing today? I had your message for today. How you guys doing today? Thank you for joining me. If you're new to my channel, make sure you subscribe, like, share, hit the bell notification so you don't miss the next time I upload, go live, or have a short little message to tell you. I don't own the message, the rights to the message, the music in the background, so I asked them to cut it down. They didn't cut it down before I started. Not my fault. Oh, my back. Y'all, I am having vertigo, so give me a second, y'all. Yeah. Ooh, dizzy, dizzy, dizzy. Yeah. All right, so as we come into the message, you guys, I hope you are having a great day, evening, or night whenever you're watching this message. It might not resonate with every single one of you, and if it does not resonate, please check out some of the other videos in the playlist. And if you're new to my channel, may you hit the subscribe. And if you are interested in getting your own message, 25 for 25 is in the description below. And if you don't mind, you can also send gifts if you don't mind that. Following your bliss jumped out. If you are interested in donating to the channel, that's also in the description below under CASHAPP. If you are interested in becoming a member, memberships are also available as well. If you are interested in super chatting live while we are live, super chats are also available while we are live. And also, if you don't mind, hit the heart button and hold it. It helps the algorithm of YouTube. And hey, 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 hey! How y'all guys doing today? I'm not doing the best, but I'm here. So, we got following your bliss. I saw that jump out. Following your bliss. Following your bliss. And this person is living in illusions. Still living in illusions. Somebody could be something with their car. And somebody that's still into you, but still hanging on to groupies. Broke ass and creeping. Scarcity tactic. That means they're still playing a victim. Somebody that's not their best self right now, but they missed out on a blessing to be their best self. They could have been their best self, but because they chose to creep, because they chose to hang out with the groupies, that was a judgment call on spirit energy. 3 of Cups. They celebrated with that. That magician, they did spell work. There's a warlock in the message too. Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups to the death. There's an ending here. There's also some type of change, transition. Somebody is still dark. Knight of the Soul. Somebody's listening to some kind of Page of Swords and the King of Swords. So some little bit of lies, somebody a little bit of truth, some little story gonna tell, some straight to the point, some gonna be some chatter, some shit gonna be gossip, and somebody's gonna be some gift for gab just to see what you know, or just to feel the situation out. With solitude here, relationship connected in reverse. 10 of Swords, King of Swords, Knight of Swords, actually. Knight. So somebody that is assertive wants to come in with some kind of assertion. But I gotta tell you, you was too generous to this person with generosity here. And you was a gift to this person, but they didn't appreciate the gift that when they had it with blessing here. So direct. They want to be direct with you or come direct or have something directly to say to you. But I gotta say, daring is gonna be a daredevil to do that, or it's a risk or something like that, because of material gain. If it's nothing in them for them to come toward you for, there's no reason for them to come toward you. Not just, you know what I mean, out of pure curiosity. They're not gonna do that because that's a risk. With direct and daring and the ambitious here, that's like they going out on a limb to do that. Page, chatty, curious, witty, finding some information. I told you they just trying to find out what you know, what you got going, type stuff. Blessing. You is with a scarcity tax. So they trying to come in and play victim a little bit, but not really, because they know that ain't gonna get them nowhere. They're gonna just be like they've been alone and not with nobody. They're gonna just say like they've been solitude, but they haven't, because somebody else is holding on to their arm. With separation reflecting and soul searching. So it's like soul snatching, delusions, like they said, illusions, and then separation, but ghosting too, because there's a legal issue here when it comes to division of property or divorce or something like that. And it also got to do with trafficking or traffic tickets. And also there's a spiritual law here too that's being broken too, because this legal is in reverse. With a queen bee here. Security, confidence, boss, career focused. Somebody look at you as the bank. So I see the bank by Nelly. The bank by Nelly. The game by Nelly. Nellyville. Welcome to somebody's ville. Who ville is this? I don't know what ville this is. So some kind of family dynamic. This is not family, but it's family. And this person feel like a jackass for making a family with somebody that's not their family. Somebody that they traveled off to, they got a family with. While you sat in self-love, you loved yourself. Too late if they do decide to come your way with GPS. You know what I mean? If they traveled off, being a jackass, seeking a thrill, coping with whatever their loss was, that's now too late. You know, so Nuck if you buck is what I got. Nuck if you buck. What's up, Nuck? Buck? Somebody that left you hanging with no other choice but to close the door. You know what I mean? They took too long. They didn't give you closure. They did give you closure, but they didn't. They really didn't. They just didn't want you to walk away, and they just wanted you to be, you know, a dummy. Still be a dummy. Yeah, they didn't want you to sit, put your hand up and say, how did they want you to say no? Like, why would they want you to say no, blessing? Why would they want you to say no, blessing? Why would they want you to say no? Why would they want you to say no, baby? You know why? Because divine guidance stepped in and said, guess what? I done seen something that you can't see, and I see, and I don't like. And guess what? I'm going to pull you right on out. Because that person ain't being transparent with you. They hiding and mummifying themselves up. Doing something or something with someone else. They changed up on you with change. They changed their mind, basically. But didn't give you the memo to tell you that they had changed up. Yep. Divine guidance said, yes, why I took the hand and said, come on, like the footsteps in the sand. You know, when you only saw one set of footsteps, that's because I was carrying your behind out of there. You know what I mean? You might not wanted to go because you expected something different from this person. You did. You expected something different, and you expected that person to be yours, your and mine. But that person wasn't. That person was for everybody. Listen, divine timing said, I got yours. Yours is coming. Don't you worry about that one. That one got away. Yeah, you've been guided away, okay, with divine timing. You've been guided away. Even though you didn't want to go, you went kicking and screaming. This person was not being transparent, and something just No, they was inspired by something else, but they couldn't be transparent. Is that what that said? Excuse me. Ow! They couldn't be transparent. Dizzy. Vertigo, y'all. Vertigo. Ooh. So they couldn't be transparent with you. They couldn't. They wanted to, but they couldn't. They started hiding in secrecy with scarcity tactics. They started playing victim. They started holding a grudge, being a hater. Not only was they a hater, the third party was a hater and sending spells. Happiness. They thought y'all had relationship was so happy, and they had to sabotage it. This happiness hater that's sitting right here. Her right here. Yeah. That hoe right there. Whoever that person is was a happiness hater. She did not like your relationship at all. You know what I mean? And this is what God and Spirit said. This is why we stepped in, because she was sending dark spells to you. And I mean, as dark as she could get. I mean, as dark could get. You know what I mean? But you a faith. You know what I mean? You were chosen. You don't have to worry about that. You know what I mean? When it comes to these tactics, they was on. And your person was a part of it too. Your person was a part of it. They was inspired because they had love on the brain, and this person knew it. This person knew it. Okay, this person knew it, but your person wasn't adult enough or man enough to be like, you know, I'm mesmerized by that person. This person acted unbothered. They didn't act like they didn't care. When the blessing came in as you were, the blessing and the jackpot, okay, still left the jackpot hanging. Still left the jackpot hanging. Now they're somewhere where they're too late and traveled off in the GPS, stuck with no car, and a case of the STD, and that could be spiritual demons, that could be literal STIs, and like I said, being played out, and under spell, heavy spell work here, under spell work. This person was a thief, so this could be a vampire energy and warlock energy, wizard energy as well, okay? Somebody didn't moved on, but they was hustling somebody else when they moved on, all while they were still stalking you, acting like they wasn't, you know, doing that, but, you know, still wasn't shit, though. Shit, they still acted like you wasn't shit, but you was always the shit, if that makes sense. Ooh-wee. Ooh-wee. They just put their foot in their mouth. They just put their foot in their mouth. They sure did. They sure did just put their little stank corn chips having feet in their mouth, giving money, paying for love, perpetrating like they so in love with a person while they had somebody in the background holding a grudge. Still holding that grudge, but all while you was the jackpot, though. They knew you was the jackpot, though. They knew. They had to downplay you for this other person because this person was so jealous of you. But that's not your fault. They ain't got nothing. That's they bad. They bad, not you. They ain't got nothing to do with you. Still keep shining. Shining on these hoes. I'm just saying. I'm just a messenger. But I say keep shining on these hoes because you burning holes in their backs. With how hot you is. You burning holes in their backs. You burning holes in these jackasses' backs. Somebody they over here secluded with somebody they don't even want. They don't want that person. But see, they gotta save face. They done talk so much shit and creeped around behind your back that anything less than stellar than sticking with the perfectionism that they chose over you. Which that's the perfectionism. And needless to say, they broke it and broke can get back broke like a brokey. Yup, sitting up there with the groupies, creeping in illusions page, chatty and witty, get for gab, trying to talk their way out of some drama. But that shit ain't gonna talk them out of nowhere but into the damn jail cell. Keep it up. That's all I can say. Keep the shit up. Someone was in somebody's damn interrogation room. Heck yeah, take their shoes off, smell like cone chips. Fungus, all black toenail. Heck yeah, you know how it go. See what I mean? Shit, you gonna get in the hole this time. It's gonna be something else. He gonna be in there, can't get along with somebody, and then he gonna be in the hole for another year. You know what I mean? Like shit, that's the that's the kind of karma they is. Cause see, they already know while they in there, they can't even come home. Like, what am I coming home to? So they don't even want to come home. They have so much fun in there, they don't even want to come home. They ain't crying over you. They in there crying because they've been humbled. When you in jail, you got everything stripped. Somebody tells you when to get up. Somebody tell you when you can move around. You can't do nothing. You can't even fake flexing. You can't fake nothing. That big, tough ego that they had, where is it? They can't be flexing. They can flex at each other. They can flex their testosterone with each other. Become lovers with each other. See, when you was out in the street, you was just a whore monger. How can you humble that permit that lust in there, but you couldn't do it while you was a free person? You know what I mean? See how that double standard works for them in their favor? Yeah, same shit, different day. That's what the shit say. Same shit, different day. That's how they move. You know what I mean? But it fixed the rules to their liking. Yeah, that shit still ain't shit. Shit, that shit still ain't shit. Let's know that. That shit ain't still shit. And that's they bad. It ain't got nothing to do with you. Because you've been true. You've been who you said you are. You've always been exactly who you said you was. When your relationship connected, you've always been, with connecting the relationship, you've always been exactly who you said you was. Unconditional love, nurturing, gentle, whatever it was, you was that, and whatever brought y'all two together, that is what connected y'all in a relationship as a bond. Don't belong, 8 of Wands. That's meaning blinded to some truth that you didn't know when it came to fast moving. And maybe in the beginning y'all did move too fast. And usually men that is got a lusting situation or lusting or like they like to be promiscuous, they will move fast, quick decisions and sudden progress. But it's also telling you that it was the 6 of Cups, which was a shallow victory with this person. It was also the 3 of Swords, where not only did it break their own heart, it broke other people's hearts too. You know what I mean? Heartbreak. Vertigo, go away. Sorrow, trauma, grief, pain, and separation. Moving forward and distance ahead. That's what they put between you with block in reverse. They blocked you out so they could chase another source of supply or thrill or even addiction or even a bad habit, because they dropped you like one. You know what I mean? So I saw bad habits, so they must have dropped you like one. Yeah, so whatever it was, right now you're in peace because you healed, and they're sitting in pieces because it's the opposite, because you're mirroring each other right now. So the storm is on their side where they have chaos and tremors over there. You're in balance. Everything, the seas are calm on your end in this energy, but it's unexpected though. Like, this person wants to come in like a raging sea to you, but you've already broken free. There's nothing to, like, this person wants you to be servitude to them, like still serve them even though you let go. So this person is ghosted, is still in pieces over the breakup, even if it's been some distance, even if they're dating someone new, because that says dating someone. And this also say even if they're married, they're still holding on to the connection, even if they're claiming that they're not even addicted to whatever it is, sex, drugs, rock and roll, love, affairs, money, thrills, whatever. But this person is addicted to the lifestyle of money and acting rich or showing off like they rich. This is a grave that they can't get a second chance. Not only have they had a chance to make a second chance and blew it, but they don't get another chance in this situation. They don't get another chance. With graveyard being in the reverse, they don't get another chance. They've blew their chance. They want to call, but there is no call because the call is blocked. But there could be a call if you still have that connection with them to answer their call. But if it is, it's telling you to, you know, block that call because it's a death, it's a rest, it's a resting place. It's done. It's something that you need to put a rest to. Yeah, they always are. And when they already all over the place, they usually are like take things for a gamble. You know, and they take your relationship for a gamble. They think that you're always going to be there. They think you're always going to be there. I need a ride or die chick. And like the ride or die chick, like you died trying to be the ride or die chick. Like didn't that count for something? You know what I mean? Like didn't that count for something? I almost died being with you to be the ride or die chick. Like so like that I don't get no stripes, honors, no recognition, no reward, no nothing for that. Like, oh my goodness. That's why the divine pulled you out. Because you was already in a wreckage and you couldn't see. I was blind and I could not see. Yeah, he broke everybody's heart. Because you can't be transparent. And they talked about that in the message, being transparent. Transparency will heal a lot of things if you could be transparent in a relationship. Say you got a lustful person. You know what I mean? Some people like get caught up in being alone and being like not having a person or whatever. And say like this girl walk by and they got a thing for big butts and like that might be their thing, or a girl with her cleavage out. You know what I mean? Like warlocks can't, they don't have control like that. They don't have, you know, a thing like, oh, I'm gonna dim that. No, you have that. You know what I mean? Like that's why my title is today. Don't dim to fit in with somebody that's glitching. Okay? They're like a light bulb about to go out. You understand that? They're like a fuse from being, you know, like when you look at a bulb and they got them two little lines up there, and when you shake the bulb, you know the bulb is dead. Like it's flickering right now. It's glitching right now. It's like it's glitching like real bad. The gambles that they took, the unsecure outcomes, the things that they didn't think through, the bolting off, the selling off, the, you know, thinking I could cut corners here and there and there and there. And then till the corners were so cut, like they cut their own self short. They shortchanged their own self to the point where, you know, like we got to take a mental break where we got to be like imprisoned, literal, figurative, and metaphorically speaking. You know what I mean? Like I went insane, so now I have to take a mental like humbleness of everything to be stripped from me for me to even see clear. You know what I mean? Like it's because as long as I'm staying in motion, I will never see it because everything will be fast moving, fast paced, and I'll never see it. That's why the safety net is out of their reach right now. They don't have nowhere where they can reach and say, oh, I got that person or I got that person. No, you got the CO, you got your bunkie, you got whoever else. You know what I mean? But you ain't got the outside world. You don't have that. You don't have that privilege for the imprisonment. And some will end in a mental institution. Damn psych ward. Literally. For schizophrenia, they'll get a mental overload and won't be able to rationalize their sexual reputation of addictions of it. You know, when it comes to a storm, that's just gonna rage in them to the point when they have to sit back and be like, I was with her and her and her, and she knows it. Like if you're an intuitive person, like the blueprint of them being with this one, that one, and them parading these people around to make you jealous. Six of Swords, that was a shallow victory they took against you. You know, the restroom is playing right now with Chris Brown. Yeah, Chris Brown and Yellow Beezy. Yeah. Yeah. We got to restore our soul. And most people don't make it out of those types of toxic relationships because those things were mentally there to break you down and keep you in a stale place, while as long as he was being in prison, that hurt was supposed to keep you in prison as long synchronicity that was supposed to keep you in prison as long as he was in prison. And that's confirmation. And that hurt and anything that they cause you while they're, you know, actually, because that's a person that doesn't love you. In the beginning, that person showed you the hall of mirrors, and it was not them. It was just your own love reflected back to you. And we don't know that. And like as we go through these journeys, we discover those things. And like we learn when men love us, and we know when men hate us. And when a man that abuses us, they hate us. Okay? They will entrap you with a baby to keep ties to you. Soul ties, that is. From the devil. And chained. Because on my devil card, there's a man and a woman with chains tying them together, kneeling before the devil. So that's the toxic enchainment, or that's why we call them, we break those strongholds, we break those chains of strongholds. You know, those things, like those things can have chokeholds on you, of the mind. It can keep you in an imprisonment, just like they're in imprisonment of their own mind. Yeah, have you feeling like shit just like them. Yeah, turn your back. That's it. Let it go. They did enough damage. It's too late. Whatever they thought you think you're going to recover, it's no recovery. It's no recovering. They ain't shit. They ain't never going to be shit. It's just that. You know what I mean? Like, move on. Like, the shit is like, move on. It's a hustle man. Like, I'm a hustler man from the fifth floor. You know what I mean? Like, this a thief. You know what I mean? Of your love, of your time, of your any essence, your light. And don't dim it to fit with this thief. You know, don't dim to fit with the thief. This person was just blocking you, what you could get. Like a cock blocker sitting here blocking, like with bad karma coming. Like they even put people against you, women that wanted to fight you. People that you didn't even know. Conversations that they was having with people that wanted to have a fight with you. You know, over this person. You was even unfazed by that. Because you was none the wiser. You was like, ignore. Like you was hitting the ignore. Every time they sent this, you know, bitch fight war your way, guess what you did? I ain't in that love triangle. You dodged the bullet and let them fake smile and make pretend that they were so happy in love or in a relationship, while all the while being a wolf in sheep's clothing, and you ain't care. You sitting over here laid up like a fat cat, minding your own damn business, being queen rising, watching them creep with the groupies, catching guys, y'all, it's tongue tied, catching a case of the STDs, baby. You see these daggone groupies out here? These daggone queen rising and creeping. They could be creeping with any one of them girls. 4, 5 of them at a time. Because they couldn't be faithful. And you don't care about that either. You don't care about that. Just their own curse. They curse, jinx, and hexing their own damn self, them picking up demons. That all these different women that have been with different men, they got their own set of demons on them. Guess what? There you go with your case of STD and your hauntedness. That's what's haunting them demons. Yeah, because they act uninterested in you, so they could have love on the brain with them groupies. And that was a scarcity tactic because they played you against the field when it came to this checkerboard energy, because they played the game longhand with you when it comes to dusting you off. They tried to play like, oh, collective was mean, collective was nasty, collective was a promiscuous, collective was, you know, this, that, and the third. Oh, wow. They was over there kissing ass and into you still, while they was over there with a third party. So that third party made sure that they was broke, forced their pockets to pay whatever they wanted for them. Married for money, whatever it was, forcing things on them, forces their way in, uses force to get what they want. And that's how they used it. Screenshots are saying that they married for money. Maybe got the wedding pictures. Maybe got the damn elope pictures. But moving on next, that's if somebody starts some drama and they going to get up out of there. Especially when it came to that happiness hater. They couldn't stand y'all relationship, so they had to interfere. And these karmic friends did too. And that karmic lover that was holding a grudge, or a happiness hater that was side-eyeing you because of the happiness that your person felt when it was with you. And now that you are not in the picture, this, like, because of probably some legal issues, that it was a monkey wrench. That was spell work that was made this person have legal issues against you, because that person never would have did those things had they really, wasn't under heavy spell work. Yup. So that person was faking busy. Somebody that was a bully on the internet, on a keyboard gangster, bullying people. You know what I mean? Fake flexing, acting like they had money online, probably showing a bunch of money, and then got somewhere and got robbed, or you used drugs from it, played in the marathon and got played out here. Drugs, alcohol, and toxicities. Boss daddy went broke. All that shit was a dirty offer, because that shit was never going to be permanent. It was all a waste of time. That's what Spirit said. All this was a spiritual hater hating against you and your spirituality. All they could do was talk shit about you and fake smiles with these fake friends that they were going around after. Okay? Faking it till they make it with the groupies. Dodging bullets left and right when it comes to them wearing, being a wolf in sheep's clothing. Triangulating third parties after third parties, along with you and multiple people, a lover, obsessed lover, as well as groupies, causing fights among that group of people, and then act like when they started looking back like at you, they couldn't come up with no facts on you because you were still moving in silence. And that which you moving in silence exposed the person in plain sight, as having poor reputation. Somebody lost their car in the process, and there's some scoop on that, why they lost their car. When it comes to somebody that had a bad reputation, and also, there's an inside scoop about what they had been doing, the offers that they was giving different people, how they went broke, how they went bankrupt. Somebody had to probably file Chapter 13 for Chapter 11 when it came to a divination abuser, taking loans out. Okay, somebody that's missing you because of the choices that they made over you. Somebody that's faking busy and threatening them, they will expose them to you because your light irritates their shine. So they threatening to tell somebody or tell on somebody that they had a baby by them. And that's why they playing like they too busy over here. But the whole while they sitting over here acting too busy, they crying over you and acting like they had moved on with this other person. That ain't the truth. That ain't shit. That whoever they chose over you, that person ain't shit. Okay? That person is hustling this person for the bag, basically. That person got money off of this person. This person was stealing that person's love. That person was robbing them of physical emotions and stuff. And till the time ran out, till they couldn't pull the wool over their damn eyes no more. You know what I mean? Until that person turned their back. And then that person turned their back. And then they got in their feelings. You know what I mean? About people turning their back because they didn't have the options that they thought they had. Then they want to stalk somebody. But they can't stalk you because they was a thief of other people's time and space and energy and emotions too. Hustling people. Back to that. There was a back and forth. So this person hustled them. Same shit, different day. You know what I mean? And then when it came to their child services, somebody felt neglected with this energy. Children or an adult. I don't care who it was. Because you was unbothered. You wasn't paying this person attention. And this is immature, and you wasn't looking them up. So they felt rejected. So they thought they was just going to fish for comments, fish for like see if you was going to fish for comments and see what you could hear about them. Let me tell you something, how you was unbothered. Let me tell you how you was unbothered. Let me tell you how you was unbothered. They had them in their head why you wasn't so hooked on it. Then you had them hooked. Like, why is collective not creatively checking for me? Because you ain't give a flying. Look, you was running away. You wasn't chasing them. You ran away from them. You ran in the opposite direction. You know, and they started watching you from a fake account under ego. They couldn't believe it. They couldn't believe that you wasn't chasing them. You know, you stop. You tell you they want you back, but they don't know how to get you back at this point. They don't know how. They can't. They can't figure it out. They can't even fathom how to get you back. Like what? Karmic friends. They can't even tell these karmic friends, like, or these obsessed people that they had that about this, because they all was holding grudges against you with grudge holder. Grudge holder and drama star. These people was, this is the person that they created all the drama with, especially somebody they married for money. And the screenshots about them being married, and they publicly told people that they got married behind your back, and told people, and that's the grudge holder that they went and got married behind your back for. Not be everybody's story, but in this energy, and that's how they went broke on a broke nigga bitch. And that person cheated on them. Yeah. Forced their hand to kiss their ass and to act like they wasn't into you with a scarcity tactic. They played a move on your person. Yep. And they tried to act like they was dusting it off, but all the while still had you love on the brain. Try to act like you was dust off and act like they was unfazed by you. But that was the curse that they was on. Like I said, they was still under a curse. And that's the demons that they had picked up from them damn groupies that they had been messing around with. One night stands, obsessed lovers, yeah, whoever they had been with. When I got OT Genesis, cut it. You need to cut it. Your price too high. You need to cut it. No matter what they was doing, you was still on phase, and they could cut it or not. You cut out. You just cut right out of it. Your price too high. You need to cut it. Cut it. Cut it. So this person with finesse 2 times coming in after this song, you went back in. Somebody went back in. They want you to come back in. But you just saw some comments that you ain't liking. Somebody that they was dealing with when they was out here fake flexing. Something about you don't like that. And especially when it comes down to them damn demons and STDs. And STIs. Somebody might need to go get their prostate checked. Creeping. Somebody that's been creeping. Could have BV. Could be passing it. Myoplasma. Things that men could be transporting to women. Some that's triangulating, they passing a disease between them, creeping. Somebody that's unbothered about who they giving sex to. It ain't no rejection here. Ain't no protection. Yeah. They dust you off so they could go be promiscuous and ain't busy with another person. Give me another side. Yeah, no strings attached over there though. Yeah, but they got a broken heart while they sit there too, though. So let them glitch. While they sitting over there with a broken heart, let them glitch out. Yeah, they should have moved on. But they let you move on and close the door and close the chapter until it's no coming. It's an ending. Yeah, that was shocking. They wasn't ready for that. But at the same time, they was. Because they perturbed. They discarded you. Yeah, they was playing phony. And that's a fairy tale they living in right now. And it's only going to be a matter of time before they it reflects back to, like, if you're in a positive, they're going to be in a negative. If you're in a negative, they're in a positive. And they gloat off that. Somebody having a workplace affair, but it don't have to be workplace. It could just be an affair. Yes, girl, he literally was talking behind my back, telling all these lies to his friends and girls. He was cheating on me with, yeah, girl, pillow talking to the hoes, making you look lame in front of these bitches that could never compete with you in no arena. Bitches that share clothes and drawers, okay? Like, bitch, what? And toothbrushes. Like, what the fuck? Like, who the fuck? Like, I don't care if you is my daughter. I ain't wearing my daughter, I ain't wearing my clothes, and I ain't wearing my daughter's clothes. Like, bitch, we ain't got enough clothes to wear, then I shouldn't have had your ass. Like, what the fuck? Like, where your daddy at? I ain't sharing no clothes with nobody. I got my own clothes. Like, I got, like, clothes over there that I need to be, like, no. Like, I'm not. Girl. What? Shocked, though. They still shop. They still shop. While they travel off GPS, they trying to keep a tab on somebody. Somebody only got air tags on their car. But while they away with GPS, like they trying to keep a tab. Somebody else trying to keep a tabs on them. They got rid of their car so they could keep tabs on them with creeping. So they couldn't creep. So they could be like, you know what I mean? Maybe they was still having reckless sex with somebody. Yeah, somebody still creeping. But they can't creep as what like they want to because you self-loving yourself right now. Yeah, but they still reckless with sex addictions. And that's bad news that, you know, they bad for business. Like I got bad news, bad credit, and it's bad news that you found out their sex addiction about them. And this is a karmic lesson that they had to learn about how they was creeping, how they was moving with third parties, all while in your face. And it was, your expectation was disappointment when it came to this person because you thought this person and you were better than them. Yeah, y'all bumped heads, and you the divine feminine. It was you and them, because this person was trying to act like they was busy, faking busy, like they had so much other things to do when you were their wish. You know what I mean? Now you their wish because now they see you for your silence lets them know who you are with wish. Yeah, the secrets though. All those other women that they were gossiping for, they were your replacements because this person was making you as this placeholder. There's no place holding here. We don't hold places for people that's cheating, especially while they go off in other romantic affairs and thinking we're going to hold a spot for them while they go over and have romantic affairs with other third parties. We just don't do that. That's just not how we operate when we divine people. We just don't operate like that. Okay? We live our best life. We live in the moment. We like we brush the sweat off our feather off our shoulders like water running off a duck's back. We flick it over that way, out our way. And while this person having a spiritual chaotic moment, can't focus on nothing because they so much in their feelings because they hustled the wrong hustler. Okay, bro, man, from the fifth floor can't be hustler. Okay, when it comes to memories, they can't get you out their head though. But when the spell broke with whoever they was with, that's when they realized who you was. But by that time, you had already said goodbye. And then watching readings, they got to see, you know what I mean? Like, damn, I read my own cease and desist letter. I did that myself. Wasting time, faking, busy. I wrote my own cease and desist letter. My own, like, you know when Tasha K got to get a cease and desist letter for talking shit to somebody or saying somebody said something? This person got to send their own self a cease and desist letter. Just for big talking, so they're going around being chatty and witty, being nosy, all that shit. Distance ahead of y'all. Then they wanted to, like, be leave behind. Like, they thought they had left you in shambles, like I said, in a mental imprisonment. While they was in a mental imprisonment, chasing thrills and being attacked by demons. You said goodbye for permanent. That wasn't just for, like, the moment. That was permanent. That wasn't something that you was going to come back to. You realized that this person was bad news and they was bad for business. This person was unemployed. This person couldn't keep a damn job. Saved it. They was in debt. Broke. But the first thing they want to tell you is I love you. But that I love you only is a 4-letter word. And like they said, what's love got to do? Got to do with it? Because I love myself. And love ain't got nothing to do with it. What did I say? What did that say on that card? Do it say self-love? What did it say? Self-love, right? All right, so to make this I love you and then to create me some kind of firestorm of karma, drama, and any other thing that they planned on bringing you when it comes to endings and loss, mental breakdown. I told you they want to break your ass down like a Christmas tree. But loving yourself, that makes your frequency higher. That person was shocked that you stood in your autonomy. That person was very shocked. You heard? Very shocked. Because they wanted that cycle to go round and round and round. But when you turned your back When you literally let go, I don't care when you let. You could this be might be you just hearing it now, and you might be like, Arnold has been fucking getting on my damn nerves, and like what you talking about, Willis, is like the only thing I got for his ass right now. And you done went around and around with this person, and when spirit came in, the energy talked about the graveyard and being in reverse twice, like the no second chance because you gave this person plenty of chances. That's when that person realized they had fucked up over you. And this is also the third party realizing that person is fucked up over you and ain't getting out of it no time soon. That's that person. They done did everything under the moon. Under the moon to get your person to be head over heels for them. Okay? No. Why? That's why I say this person's addiction was to make this person effed up over her. I want him to be effed up over me, not effed up over her. So the more he effed her, the more he thought about you, having old moments about you. She didn't know that though, but that's why he was crazy for you. Okay? I'm getting deranged and crazy. Yes. It felt like a jackass that they was being crazy and deranged by being with a third party and you knowing about it. Like, they didn't want you to know, but once they had got caught, it was like, damn, like, I'm caught, but like, what the fuck? I don't give a fuck. Fuck that bitch. You know what I mean? Fuck you, bitch. Like, I don't give a fuck. And then, like, then they did give a fuck because that shit had like a slow burn to it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, damn, who the fuck did I say I don't give a fuck about? Because then that's when karma came in. Like, spirit put pressure on them. Like, who the fuck you say you don't give a fuck about? Like, what you say? This the divine, the divine daughter you talk about. One of my chosen. What you say? What slick you say? Slick back. Who? Nah, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Nah, I'm gonna teach you a lesson right here with this karmic lesson. I'm gonna teach you a lesson about talking about my anointed. Okay, don't talk about my anointing when I got this shocking news to tell you. What the case of the STD? With expectations, you expected one thing, but it's definitely gonna be another. The outcome ain't gonna be what you thought, baby. Definitely ain't gonna be what you thought. Nowhere near to the outcome you thought would creep in here. So I creep, baby. We keep it on the down low. Yeah, they kept it on the down low, and this person could be on the down low. And that's why they moved away with GPS, traveled away from you. And while your person away in prison, they is on the down low. Yeah, that's bad for business though, but they can never come back out and say anything about it. It's like a hush. It's what's unspoken. What they say in the military, don't ask, don't tell. Yeah. And if you ever ask them, they'll bump heads because they'll take them back to a traumatizing time in their life and spaz all the way out on you. And you'll see that person's true self. Hot and cold. That's when they'll start running hot and cold on you because you got something over their head. Ashamed, reckless, in true colors. Yeah. Left you hanging and still coping with the idea of, when I see these carnival lights, I look at like being exposed with the police here. I look at that with the coping, the left you hanging, and the true colors. I look at that as being exposed. Yeah, we caught you. You caught red-handed. You know what I mean? What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys, bad boys. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Yeah, when they came for them, the Jezebels came for them, but they acted unbothered and tried to put you in a triangulation with them. Only set them in a karmic debt. Sure did. Only set them in a karmic debt. With a psycho and a jackass and a Jezebel. So I'm going to say Sin City is here. Solomon, Gomorrah, harlots, Jezebels, anything like that is up in here today. And prostitutes is in the back under sex addiction. Yeah, they was addicted to that. And that twin flame. Yeah, that was a brutal turnaround there. Yeah, now they got to rest from it with a seclusion here. Yeah, round and round it went, boy. Where it stopped, nobody knows. Till they realized that you was living in a moment. That's when they realized they loved you. But like I said, what's love got to do with it? When every time you talk to this person, they're off doing something shameful and getting bad news and being shady. What a shady bitch. That they've been sweet talking and should be moving on from, breaking free from, but all they doing is getting more heartbroken, calling it no strings attached. While you sit here in self-love, they want to tell you that they love you, but this reckless love. I got self-love, love you, and reckless love. Reckless sex. So, you tell me. This person has got a storm every which way, but for turning you away, walking away, turning your back, this person created so much round and round when it came to sex reputation, a bad reputation when it came to sex addiction with different women. Like this caused so much of a creative storm. That's when they knew. They said when you secluded away from them, that's when they knew that they had trapped themselves in like a den of all their toxicity. They were trapped in the darkness of their own demons. Bad credit, reckless, and then by and the spell work. They was being worked on. Love spells. Thought they were in love with somebody and realized they wasn't. Being hustled with memories. Oh, remember when we did this? Remember when we did that? Remember when I made you shoot it to the ceiling? Remember when you was doing it from the back? If they was doing it from the back, they had no face, no case. Yeah, that caused chaos. This person still was in their feelings because they were still thinking about you, and that person was still shocked that they wasn't being sought after they was doing everything, busting it open, bending it back, and that person was just a lesson. Like that person don't love nothing. That person's soulless. They don't ever love anything. They'll never love. It's a black hole. It's a black heart. It's corrupt and it's soulless. Okay? And whoever just got this baby and his love child behind your back, that person backstabbed them too. You know what I mean? That person backstabbed them. And they don't like that person here either with love and hate. They don't even trust that person. And that cycle became closed. With love and hate. They can't stand that person. And now they want to run towards you and put a death to whatever it is and run towards you. But it's like, no, bitch. Sit your ass back because you ain't coming this way. But I love you, though. It's a no. You're still a fucking trickster. You're still playing mind games. No matter how late you sit up at night plotting and scheming and strategizing your scarcity tactic, your fucking victim mentality, your pity party, whatever. You know what I mean? Don Juan, we ain't playing it. Left you hanging before, you already know they're exposed. You're caught. So it's a no. And you saw them for who they truly were. And now they can cope with whatever they chose over you. Married to for money or material things. No matter what they fed up over there about with the lifestyle, drinking, partying, sexing, whatever. People faking pregnant just to keep them. Unjust things happen. It's breaking spiritual laws. No matter what it is. Cause and effect. Laws of attraction. No matter what it is. No, they ain't missing you like they said it is. They just in massive regret about getting caught. Being a hoe. Yeah, they just not. They know you're not happy with them. And they might not be happy with you. And whoever they've been sleeping with ain't happy with them either. They can't stand your spiritual gifts. You sitting up here all balanced. They wanted you to start a bitch fight with them. They was ready to cold cock somebody over here, ready to fight. You just humbled those bitches all the way down like to frog hair fights. They couldn't even fight you if they wanted to. You know, they over there bumping heads with the person that they should be bumping heads with, like Divine said. Bumping with the person that created the art that created the storm for you, not with Divine Feminine. Divine Feminine is standing in her truth, and she's unbothered and unfazed and ignoring everything that they're doing over there. You don't care, and you the one being fake and busy. You ain't got to fake busy. You busy, okay? You booked and busy, okay? Type shit. And they like, oh, that's a secret, cause the collective is not. She's faking busy, and that's the secret. She faking like she ain't in a relationship, but this thug wants to know if you in one though, okay? But that thug know it's too late for them to come in and find out if you in one though too. You know what I mean? Because they feel like shit because of the way they treated you. Knowing you bossed up after they left, bossed up, big queen, big boss bitch queen, you know what I mean? In the house, we in there. You know what I mean? They sitting up spying on you, but they couldn't take accountability with secret account. This could them be watching. This is them also not taking accountability secretly, knowing they was wrong, but still can't take accountability. That type shit. After GPS and moving off, getting air tagged to something, get lost somewhere, needing to be found with rescue, or even to be like, because they wanted it something their way. Like, what in the hell? Like, you can't have it your way. My way. But if it's going to be your way, it's going to be the highway. You know what I mean? And you block this person because they wanted it that way. And you lead it on your own faith, your own healing. With your self-love here, you leaned on that. Okay? And then you became humble in being single, right? Like they had to be humble with being in imprisonment. So you had to be humbled in being single, not being lusting and chasing after this. Because you know what that toxic lifestyle brings. Drama, chaos, and anything that you don't want. And off and on connections, right? You looking for that divine masculine to come in. That solid one, that soulmate, the one true love, that one. Not the one that's here playing games, but your person knows that person's coming in anyway. This person also wants to come in and beg you for something too, but they know that they've been too off and on and they wanted things their way, so they don't really have that privilege to even come in and even offer you that. But popping a higher commitment because of how they know they like you gonna put this person under pressure. You'll have this person in their head screeching like somebody breaking the damn chalkboard down with their nails. Like you'll have this person at a screeching halt if they came in with a like, why you want to love me now? You'll make that person like go nuts about making them reflect everything that they did in a psychopathic way, in a sociopathic way, behind, especially when it came to being a disassociative, especially when it became to the avoidant, when it came to the narcissist, when it came to them just being bipolar, schizophrenic, manic, by proxy, or cluster A, B, or any of those things when it came, and it could be a combination of every one that I named and more, okay? Cannibal, bondage, whatever ism might be here for this person that's psycho, that this mirror is going to reflect to you that they crazy and goddamn deranged and they need to be in a mental institution and be on medication. Okay, that's how much pressure you put on this jackass when it comes to their affairs, especially when it came to groupies, obsessed lovers, sex addictions, when it came to third parties, sleeping and having one night stands, smiling and skinning and grinning and lying and making up things, and people saw this person for who he is and now they hiding in shame, especially because it's illuminated. Okay, y'all, I'm gonna thank you for joining me, and I believe that I will be back in a little while. Check for the signs for the zodiac signs. I do want to start doing those. I am going to post them in a few minutes. So I thank you for joining me. Hey girl, oh my god, don't even get me started on the DL. Come to find out, he supposedly asked his friend he had around me and my kids to, oh my god. They are usually closeted lovers. And that's why this is here. That's why they wanted to leave you hanging, because they have closeted tendencies to being with the same. And that's not for everybody. Not everybody's man is that way. But y'all, I got one thing to say before I leave this message today. Like, if somebody don't tell me who Buddha is, Bubba. No, not Buddha. Bubba. Who the hell is Bubba? Like, I heard that Donald Trump was doing something to Bubba, and they said that he was doing it to Bubba. Who the hell is Bubba? And why was you doing that to Bubba if you got a wife, two wives? So is this exposing lavender relationships? Is what I'm trying to figure out. Monica Lewinsky and Bill Clinton, he said Monica did not give him oral fellatio. That woman didn't. And just like he wasn't Bubba, but they claimed that his name was Bubba. Name on this paperwork. Now, I'm not allegedly. Now, I don't know. Allegedly. Now, I don't know. Now, somebody can write it in the comments who the hell Bubba is and what Bubba was doing and why our so-called president was affiliated with this, especially got to do with the Epstein case that they trying to get back open. Like, what in the but Jesus is going on? And this is the people that we got running the country. We should be holding on to our hats like this. Should be hiding underneath our hats like this and wonder, is the coast clear? Like, because right now, no wonder I got like I'm about to say vertigo. No wonder I got vertigo because of all of this stress and tension in my damn head, trying to keep straight all the stuff. My God, y'all. And for all this drama, they better send me $2,000 because, like, I can't even be bothered. Like, if you want me to be quiet and not say nothing about that, like, send me my $2,000 and, like, Bubba, like, Bubba was like, we called a little baby Bubba. Come on, Bubba. Come on, Bubba. Come on. We called a little baby boy Bubba. Come on, Bubba. Not. Okay, I'm done with Bubba, okay? But, like, that's a cute little baby name, but I used to, like, I had a little baby Bubba. My little son, come on, Bubba, let's go to the store. Like, but, not, okay. All right, we're going to leave Bubba where we left it at. There's a girl and boys. That is too much. All right, so I'm going to leave that where we left that at. I should have just not even mentioned it, but it just popped in and, like, it's like real, like, hurt. It's like my eye starts to bleed. And that's almost like that pastor that's standing on the thing with dresses on and high heels, and he was hallelujah, and like my eyes can't handle that. Like my eyes don't process, like, what is this? A man in a dress? Talk about don't be deceived. I'm already being deceived. Don't tell me don't be deceived. You are deceiving my eyes. I don't look at prophets in the dress if that's not a woman. Like, I'm not. You're deceiving me. You're telling me something and you're shouting, but I can't believe nothing that you are saying because it's blasphemy. My eyes cannot, I don't know what I'm supposed to. And I know you're trying to come as you are, but you're forcing me to make you come as you are. And I just don't know what I'm looking at. And I just, my eyes is like somebody spat in my eyes and I saw things like big as trees. He spat in again and they was bigger trees. Like, so I don't know. Like, it's like more big. Like the more I see something, it's like being deceived. And I don't want to be deceived by somebody that's supposed to be telling me. I don't know. I don't know. Like high heels, dress, tight dress. First of all, if you was coming as a woman and you have this tight dress, short dress, tight dress, you already, when we have to come with short dress, they put a thing over your lap like this, over your lap when you come. If you, the ushers come and put a shawl over your lap if your dress is short. So how is the pastor going to even come to the church with your come on, see? Don't deceive me. I cannot be deceived like this. I'm a truth teller. I cannot be deceived like this. God don't, he said Adam and Eve, and when they even ate from the wrong garden by the snake, giving it to them. Even when God came to look for them after he knew they had took something that they should have not ate from. You can eat from any garden. Don't eat from that garden. And they did. They was deceived, right? But God came to look for them, and they was like, God, you are hiding in plain sight. Where are you? You understand? Where are you? I'm looking for you. But you guys are hiding in plain sight. Why can't I see you? Because they were ashamed. And that's where they got that. He was going to have toil. She was going to have the toil and labor of two. And he was going to have the sweat of his brow for being, hard-headed, basically. Defiance. And we have to know that there is judgment for things like that. Oh my God, y'all, this world is getting more crazier and more crazier and more crazy. Just protect your kids. Protect your kids. Protect the pets. Did you see the little baby yesterday? Oh my God. They found him in the trash can, in the dumpster. He was in the actual dumpster. And he was in a duffel bag. Oh my gosh. And a wet towel or a wet cloth. And he was hollering. And the man said he was in the sanitation truck. He could have got crushed. He could have got anything had he had a not holler. You don't understand? Come on. Don't. If y'all don't want no kid, don't. This is what I mean. A man will trap you, and then he's somewhere screwing some lady, some girl, his arm around her waist. He don't care. He's gone. He is done with you. He's satisfied what he wanted when he left it with you. 2 weeks back before that day. He already decided he didn't want you. Come on. Stop this stuff, you guys. Be smart. Our grandparents didn't bring us this far to drop us here and have no sense. None. I understand we have young grandmas, young moms, but our roots is still our roots. But people get away from that. Oh, if I'm going to go to church and I'm going to look at some man prance around in some short dress and high heels, it's just not going to be my day. It's not going to be my day to go to church. Not there anyhow. That's not going to sit well in my spirit. I'm going to be judging him the whole time, and I'm not to judge anyone. What does this man think he is doing? He had this short dress on. Even if it's a woman, it was what is this lady doing? She had this short dress on telling me something about this. I would already, no matter if it was a man or a woman, high heels, no stockings. This dress is skin tight. I don't know where my phone is. I'm talking on it. But I have him pinned on one of my, I think he's on this TikTok too. I think that's where I see him. You see everything on TikTok, so don't be deceived. I'm telling you, don't be deceived. Well, listen, guys, I'm going to catch you guys a little later. I thank you guys for joining me. If you are new to my channel, make sure you subscribe. And namaste. And I'll be gone. Bye. Bye.